My name is Jason Charles Miller. I've performed in front of audiences all over the world and collaborated with some of music's biggest stars. I've also been the voice of hundreds of characters in video games and cartoons. But before I did any of that, I played Dungeons & Dragons. While I travel across the country playing music, I'm stopping by some of the most epic gaming shops I can find and asking people what D&D means to them. This is On Tour with Dragons. In this bonus episode, I visited the home of actress and dungeon master Deborah Woll, and then headed over to rapper Y2K's house. I talked to both of them about their love for Dungeons & Dragons. We got deep into the philosophy of the game, how it's helped both of them creatively, and I got to see their cool homebrew materials. Y2K makes his own minis, and Deborah's maps and game accessories and puzzles she makes for her players are amazing. I hope you enjoy this bonus episode of On Tour with Dragons.
Cool, yeah.
So the second level, second floor.
So good.
And then I had, the roof pieces
That's
to cover
cool.
it up.
Are we rolling? I'm here today with actress and dungeon master extraordinaire, Deborah Woll. Hi, Deborra.
Hi.
Thanks for inviting us into your office.
Thank you.
This is very cool. This is where the magic happens.
guess so.
Is this where you create your world?
Actually, we were just talking about getting ideas out and about. I'm a bullet journal person. I don't know if anyone out there knows about bullet journaling. But
Tell us.
Basically, it's like a homemade journal or a day planner. But what's great about it is at any point in time, you can just add notes or things. For the next adventure, here are some ideas, and if I'm just out somewhere and I go, oh my god, I saw a guy in the distance with a hat in a certain way, and I'm like, that's a great image, make sure you remember that for a campaign.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You sort of let the world know that you play, and with Relics and Rarities, you ran a campaign on camera. You didn't have a screen.
I know, I
And
like screens.
that was a really cool thing, because that's sort of the, that's the iconic Dungeon Master is behind the screen, and you're like, no screens.
Yeah, not that having a screen particularly precludes this, but I really like to reinforce the idea that I'm playing with my players, not against them. I find I'm more engaged and they're more engaged if we're all just at the table kind of pointing things out and talking, and I've never had an issue of anything being given away because I didn't have the screen. So yeah, it's fun to feel like we're all kind of at the same table together.
Since you started playing it as an adult, and you were already a working actor at that point, has that helped with interaction?
Yeah.
It has?
Yeah, absolutely, I would say. I was definitely hooked from the first session because it was everything I wanted to be and more. It's a game, but it's also free and improvisational and make-believe. The experiences and just your basic humanity can inform character as well. So D&D has been really helpful because it is open and you don't want to set everything in stone. And definitely in my work, allowing that to be true with other actors and say, hey, I don't know how this scene goes. I have to wait and see what you do before I can find out how I respond.
Well, Deborah, thanks so much for sitting down with us today and inviting us into your place and showing us a little bit into your world. So thank you so much.
It's fun.
Okay.
Always good to talk about D&D.
It's Sasha Tarantula, which is good. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Before you was a candle. Snow covered. Web spider flow like trails of memories in mind.
Yeah.
As you arrive and step onto the dock, roll to see if you step on a branch.
Oh.
Of motion. Oh.
Who knows what's happening there?
Only I know the secrets.
That's true.
Bad luck indeed.
Okay, I'm here with musician and producer Y2K.
Hello.
Thanks for sitting down with us today.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Let's talk about D&D.
I'd love to.
Tell me about your first D&D experience.
My roommate, Lewis Grant, who's also a very good singer and musician, shout out Lewis Grant, came to me and said that he wants to DM a game of all of our friends. And so now we have a D&D group that happens every Sunday. So it's me, Dylan Brady, who is part of 100 Gex,
Oh, cool.
amazing electronic group, and his girlfriend and our friend Adrian, and then Lewis is our DM, and it's been super fun. For us to play for like 4 hours, there's like 30 hours of prep for him every single week, and he loves it. So
That's what it's like being the DM, though.
Yeah.
If you choose that path,
Uh-huh.
that's what's going to happen. Have you learned anything from D&D, would you say, that maybe you could apply to your everyday life?
very interesting about D&D, and something that you don't have to do that often, but it's a good skill to have, is separating what's going on in front of you from what's happening around you. Because in the game, obviously you'll know something is going on because you're hearing someone talk about it to someone else, but your character doesn't know.
Right.
So it's kind of fun to be able to act as someone else. I mean, I don't know how applicable that is to real life, but it is like a thing that I've never done before that I'm getting better at.
So you were a gamer kind of before, like video games, and then that's sort of what brought you into D&D?
100%. My first like video game love was RuneScape, which is, I would say not too far off from D&D. It's a role-playing,
in the same
medieval,
realm, for sure.
kind of game. And then as I got older, I got into Guild Wars. And then, from there, I just got into all sorts of games. And I still play video games as much as I can. But I don't know, man. There's something about tabletop games that I completely missed out on this as a child. And I'm very glad to be doing it now.
Well, it works a part of your brain, I think, that like video games don't.
100%.
Yeah.
Video games are like super fun, and you do get to think critically about stuff, but at the same time, like, you finish playing video games after a day and your head hurts and your eyes hurt, and I never feel that way after ending D&D. I'm always very stoked to get on to the next week, or just like satisfied.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for letting us come in, and
Absolutely.
This was great, and
Thank you for
we're
having
gonna
me.
shoot some shots of Lewis's stuff now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
That's a hilarious vibe.
So
Can you guys do that again, actually?
just do that, do like whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's just a. That's like.
So you walk into a cave before you cabin.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you guys care, but I think it's pretty funny and for laughing at that.